All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and try and give you a good one. I've been digesting intel for 72 hours. I just got a lot of fucking really good intel. If that's things, tack it. You know what I mean? I sit here, I think about it, 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 think about it. So sending information through, sending information, feeding information, feeding. Well, feeding information is basically when what I refer to when I say there's a compromised device. I'll send in intel data through it and see if it comes out on another end, or it's a number of different things you could do. I guess I'll do better explain that one. I've had a long day today, but I'm gonna try to give you a good one. Okay, this I'll go ahead and the Skunk's motion detector. Remember, both of my best stories are examples of the following. In intelligence, the only reason you should be releasing data, and it's hard to do, is when you are certain the release of that data will get you another piece of intel that is of higher value. And let's see, this one starts, it's like I'm sitting here, in my room, and I'm like, you know what, I bet you there's fucking cameras or there's fucking mics in here or some shit. I just got the feeling. So I started sleeping in the living room, and I noticed that on a monthly basis, it was like monthly or bi-monthly, I can't remember, my mom would get all ape shit, hey, you can't be sleeping here, and it would happen like the same time every month. So I started thinking, I put together an operation. I didn't name it though, I fucking can't remember. We'll just call it the Skunk's Motion Operation Motion Detector. Anyway, so here's what I did. Is I had a piece of intel that was this. A clandestine operation takes place in the living room. Well, no, how did it go? There is a clandestine operation that takes place in the living room between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. on a monthly basis, and it requires the living room to be vacant. Got a little notebook. I wrote it down in the notebook and filled up the rest of the notebook with fake notes. See, now when a detective uses this, they're writing down things like, like people's names, little shit that you can't remember. You can watch the cops write down shit. They'll write down your date of birth and stuff. They won't write down fucking theories that they already know. But anyways, I did this. I went and I picked up a charge. And when I picked up the charge, I made sure I had a bunch of shit. So they took this notebook into the SAPD property room. When I went and I got the notebook back out, I went and looked for my piece of intel. The page had been removed. What did I do? I just got a piece of intel of higher value. And then we had an alarm. My Uncle Mike, I remember when he installed our alarm system, it had a motion detector. And every time we set the alarm, we had to bypass this motion detector. If you didn't, the alarm would go off. And we'd had an alarm in the living room for about a year. Never once did I bypass the motion detector. But here is a little battery-powered motion detector up in the living room that I found when I started looking around. It's like, what is this motion detector? I never bypassed it once. Why has it not gone off? That's because it was somebody else's motion detector. They were using it to make sure that living room was vacant so they could make sure they're entering an empty room and do all their shit. So then I put together another operation. Now this one was a big one, Okay, so I'm figuring out, let me go give you the breakdown. I'll try to do it, I'm going to have to redo this one because, alright, so we're going to go over here to see a couple of rooms. Oh, I got to pick that lock, I don't know why I should look. Alright, so this is basically, there's a couch right here, and this is how my idea, the motion detector was up here, in this corner. So he comes in here, let's see if you can see me. I'm gonna see if I can put you down so you can see me. You can see his, how he, moves around. All right, okay. So he's gonna come in here. He knows it's clear, but he's still gonna come in here like this. And there's a couch right here, so he peeks around. Not around the couch, peeks around here, gets up, and clears the room. That's how he enters. At least how I saw it. So my first idea was, hey, I'm gonna creep down here, lay down here, catch him when he makes this little peek, and fucking blast the shit out of him with like a 9. No, it's like, no. How the fuck am I going to get down here without fucking alerting, whatever fucking shit, So this is what I did. I got to go pick this damn door lock. Well, you guys know how to do this. You get a card. I'll show you how to do it. My mom's got this big giant lock on the door. Like, all right, well, I can just go open this, It's very easy. Look. There, take this card. It's hard to do it with one hand. But look, you see what I'm doing, right? Look, you see the card goes in the side of the door like that? That's what I'm going to do. Hang on. Let me open that door real quick. Okay, so you see this room in here, And look what we have here. A clear view. So this is like my ideal position here. And look what we have here. A hole in the ceiling. Guess what? Can you put together the operation yet? Alright, I made a hole in that ceiling. Nobody noticed. It was there for like a year. So I started acting like, you know, I was living in my closet because it was cold. And I started putting that, you know, I did that for like a month. And the reason I'm doing that is how am I going to get to that spot? From my closet, motherfucker. Right here, I'm in my closet. It looks like I'm sleeping. What am I going to do? I'm going to go up here. I'm going to cut a hole in the roof. I'm going to get in the attic. And then down that hole, well, I'm right there to make my kill. But what happened? You got motion detectors and shit in the attic? I don't fucking think so. Plus, if I go up there, you can see everything in the attic. It's like the best place to go. If you want to creep around and make a, you know, a move and you're in the situation, the fucking attic, man. Go into the attic through your closet, come down another room like that. But I ended up not doing it because it was too risky, you know. Having a damn gun is just too big of a liability for me because somebody can do what? They can go fucking shoot you, go take their gun, shoot themselves in the arm and say, ah, you shot me. It's just too big of a liability, you know. Plus, you know, like if you have, I would consider it, but I have to be a really good fucking goddamn, you know, I have to be really good with a gun. Because what are you going to do when you get in a gun battle, man? You know, that's the thing is you got a gun, you're like, you're going to get into a fucking gun. If you get into a gun battle, you want to make sure that you're going to fucking win, you know. It's a skill that you have to, you know. It's like, I say, like Kali Linux and shit. It's like giving, you know, you shouldn't have this type of weapon if you're not, you know, skilled enough to, you know, take care of it and shit. It's like giving a child a hand grenade or some shit. I don't know, but I'm the throwing knife guy. I like the throwing knife. If I had to make a clandestine kill, that's probably how I do it. Throw a knife. You see my little hose there? I go pull the knife out, wash it down. I don't know. But yeah, that's why I'm going to give you just a little set of throwing knife. They always disarm me, man. They just take my knives, they break the points off. I can't have a knife, you know. But I'm going to get 3 of them. I'm going to try and keep them because my throwing knives, you know, I should be able to have them. It's not fucking against the law. They're legal. And I'm going to take one and I'm going to practice with one. And then I'll just have 2 in my little jacket. Anyway, so yeah, I went ahead and just ended up pulling it. And when I started pulling the motion detector, my mom said, you know that's not a camera. It's like, really? I know that's not a camera. No, but I was like, yeah, it's a fucking camera. God damn it. That's the thing. Is, you know, well, I understand the cameras, you know, is when I went to Anabuse, I could see, you see one in the restroom. I mean, it's a little hole. You can see it clearly. You know, they're not often, well, I don't know how they were seeing what I was doing in that room, though. When I told you about them throwing the rocks, you know, I did never see any of the damn cameras. You know, I think there's probably one up in there somewhere. And that's the only thing I haven't ever looked at is up in there. See here, so we have here. See, my Uncle Mike did all these outlets. And my Uncle Mike is a goddamn expert at fucking installing shit. There's no way he would have fucking done that shit at an angle. So I don't know how I got there. That's why I always say, like this when I go, hello, hello. Yeah, that's old school way, you know. The old school way of finding bugs. Like, that's how an old school cat would ID a bug. Yeah. And if an old school cat tells you the bug, there's a bug, gangsters. He's just telling you that so you don't go doing anything crazy out of the ordinary. You know, if you haven't gotten busted, you're fine. Just act normal.